And we are live on the Let's Talk About It with Kimberly. Let's talk about it with Kimberly Riese show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Welcome, 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 everyone. Right now, boom. You, Kimberly Riese is in the building, y'all, and she is ready to go on the Real Talk 100 Radio. Let's talk about it with Kimberly Riese. Kimberly, what is going to be the subject this week?
Okay. Hello and good evening, dear. No, I'm joking. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad to get this thing finally started. I did want to start with something more on a serious note. We talked about so much on Monday on the release the After Dark show. We touched a lot of different subjects, but I want to jump on something that important to me because I feel like it's important to our future. And it goes a little something like spare, what is it? Spare the rod, spoil the child. We are going to talk about children, our children, because our children are supposed to be our future. Our future, unfortunately, is not looking that bright. Hold on. Let's just make sure this is on point. Hold on. Okay. Yes, the children are supposed to be our future, and the future is not going to do right. That's a problem. You okay?
The future is not looking bright. Is that what you just said?
Yes, I mean they're beautiful and creative. They have the internet now. They have access to all different types of fun things that we weren't necessarily. But I just would say, Malcolm, Big Mom was born in the neighborhood. So first she was going out the house, but now she's going in the entire neighborhood.
Who is she?
Big Mama.
Big Mom.
You have Big Mama in your family. Big Mama, this Big Mama got the curlers in. She got her robe on looking like Medea and shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to speak while she's speaking or she gonna knock the hell out of you. Big Mama. These kids are talking back,
Yes.
are being disrespectful, things you would never even think to do in your wildest dreams because you didn't want to lose any teeth.
You didn't want to lose your teeth. When we were growing up, they would knock your teeth down your throat, and then you'd have to, like we talked about the other night, like we talked about Monday. After grandma and mom knocked your teeth down your throat, then you have to worry about dad coming home.
And that is
I
a
did.
major part of it.
Right.
Dad coming home.
Yes.
That's a major issue as well. Not only is Big Mama missing, Dad is missing. Dad is never coming home
Right.
for various reasons.
Various
Dad
reasons.
is never coming home, and Dad is necessary in the household. I think one of Jill Scott's songs, "We Need You," is how it goes. We need you. I can make my own money. I can kill the spider above my bed. Like I can I can kill the spider above my bed, whatever. But we still need you. We need our men in the household to help raise these damn children. I was trying
We
my
do.
best not to curse them out because I love them so much. All the kids in my family, even extended family, they all like to hang out with me. I love the kids, but at the same time, I don't play with these kids. And it's because I care about them. Parents out here spoiling. Wait, hold on. Everything's down. I said I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Um, I brought some champagne to be popped because this is what I do. But you might have this one.
I don't mind.
Either-
I don't mind at all.
Okay. Now I brought a cake for you, although I know you're a brown man, but just in case you can have one with me, just a celebratory glass. Here you go. A little plastic. Oh, here, put it over here.
What is kind of wine is it, ma'am?
That's a little prosecco. Not
Prosecco?
really French champagne or anything. It's a prosecco. It's bubbly.
Bubbly.
Yeah.
Bubbly. Kim, you're a bubbly one.
I I like to do so. As you can see, I put my own bucket of ice in it because I like to keep it on chill.
Right.
Oh my goodness, people are on my line to see what's going on. I gotta put my glasses on, everybody, because people have questions.
Lots and lots of questions, I imagine.
He says, no, oh no, it's not.
What is he saying?
This is the publicist.
Oh,
But anyways, so our apologies. Our apologies for the delay. Y'all know this is the kickoff. This is the first day. I have to get my bubbly and my relax started, and also we'll get these sites set up properly so it's not such a crazy situation to try to log in and see what's going on. Just put my glasses, ladies and gentlemen, because I need to see what's going on. Okay. Let me have it.
oh, this is Let's Talk About the Kimberly Riese Show on Real Talk 100 Radio, everybody. Y'all be patient with us. This is our first time together. And she wanted me to pour two, but I have my own over here. And we're going to do a toast to the first show of Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese on Real Talk 100 Radio.
Grab you whatever you drink. If you're a water, at least get that. Just put a little twist of lemon in it when you're watching me. But get your little wine or mix, whatever it is that you like. Sit down with me. Sit with me. Talk to me. Let's talk about it. You know the number again, Malcolm?
The call-in number is 713-777-9595. Y'all call in on topic tonight. Kimberly's going to talk about it. There's no telling what Kimberly's going to be talking about. And I'll stop using the word controversial. I'll start using some things just need to be talked about.
Some things just need to be talked about.
Some things that it is what it is. And sometimes people don't want to talk about what it is.
Right.
They want to play ring around the rosy. Right. And
what it is.
that's right. And Kimberly is one of those that wants to talk about it. Y'all make sure you share the video, whether it's her videos, Real Talk 100 video, the YouTube videos. Hey, y'all share the video. It's about to get hot in here. It's about to get very interesting because I am anxious to hear what the topic is tonight. Y'all share the video. Call in on topic at 713-777-9595.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna just jump right in. This is what my plan is. So, if we do not discipline our children, the police and or the world will. Now, I'm not saying to beat your child to a pulp or slap them or anything demeaning. And this is what's been happening in the past, which is why the government had to then come in and tell us how to take care of our children with everything. Hence, seat belts and all types of other restrictions. Seatbelts are important, but that's just a small example of people doing shit, and therefore the government feels the need to step in. So now the government has stepped in on the raising of our children. They're running them. It almost seems like a setup. So you want us to pull back on the discipline. So your police brutality is at an all-time high.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to do this in stages. Let's start with the little small cuties. Okay? I love the babies. But you ever seen the little beautiful spoiled ass little girl at Walmart? You're just looking like, oh my God, if someone doesn't whoop her ass. Like, enough is this angry screaming and crying, nothing is wrong with you, girl. You need to pow pow. No, you cannot. Whatever the reason is.
I hate it. I hate it. I just want to step in for the poor moms and just say, come here, get over there and then be quiet or something.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think it's the poor mom. Mom, it's your fault. You slowly watch this spoiled behavior grow. You slowly watched it, you saw what was going on. You
Yes.
know those parents that feel like their child can't do any wrong.
Right.
Even by the time they get to kindergarten, they're what do you want to call it? Terrifying the other kids, stealing their cookies, and not listening to the teacher, disrupting the class. All these types of things. You know who your kid is. Let me get back.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So I want to start from there because those are very important years, everybody. That's when your kid learns manners. Something a big deal for me when I moved here was the baddest, spoilest kid. Like I'm dealing, she's sweet at first, but then she started showing her true colors. And when I had to check her little ass, she jumped back. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. On the East Coast, no way. You're not getting any yes, ma'am. How come you didn't get any that?
No,
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 you get it. You are not my mother.
no.
I don't know you. I don't have to respect you. When we grew up in a time where we had to respect our elders. I don't care if I didn't know this lady. I've never seen her a day in my life. She still deserves to be respected. Why? Because she is my elder. She could be an elder crackhead, an elder alcoholic, but she reserved the right for respect. And the other thing with these parents that don't um, force, I'm going to say force. Force is a bit of a strong word, but don't make their kids respect the other adults. You think that, oh, you're disrespecting that adult. Yes, you are. But you're also doing a disservice to your child because they're not learning what respect is all about.
They're not.
They don't know. It's for a person to say, a young child to say yes ma'am to me or call me Miss Kimberly or Auntie or what have you, is that child showing respect. I've already paid my dues. So yes, it's disrespectful to the other adult, but I think it's more disrespectful if you're allowing kids to be brats.
It's very disrespectful, not only to the parents, but to the other adults, to the other children, to the teachers, to whoever they come in contact with it on a daily basis.
Yeah, they're knocking things off the shelves. There are. That's it. I remember being in the school hallway meeting with another teacher on a separate subject, and the kid came out, what, junior high school, and the kid came out to me. I'm like, so, my dear,
No,
are you kidding me? Like this didn't listen to me. Mouth, it didn't have anything to do with me at all, me or my child. I just overheard it. And next thing you know, I had this little NIT because we gotta find a new word for that. I'm still working. But I'm not gonna say it. I had the headlock over his feet. You don't have a penis, sir. You have a dick. You may have a penis, you don't have a dick. To be telling your teacher and whatever. And while I'm on it, shout out to the school teachers, please. Can we give a shout out to all the school teachers that put up with your goddamn kids all day long whenever rules or respect they instilled in them throughout the school day? They come home to your raggedy ass and it just gets ruined all over again. Shout out to the teachers that have to keep teaching the lesson every single day that these kids come to school.
shout out to the teachers.
All the educators. All the educators. Give a shout out to them. Okay. So that's the babies. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Like I said, I'm not talking about something heavy. I'm talking about a little pop out. Even if it's on the hand. Just like you tell them, don't touch that, it's hot. Right?
Right.
We tell them, don't touch it, hot. What are they doing?
They gonna touch it.
They gonna touch it.
Curiosity.
They're gonna touch it. And they also, out of curiosity, are gonna try their parents. They're gonna push them to whatever limit that they allow them to go to until the parent steps in. Like, oh, mommy's not playing about this. No, mommy is not playing about this. Okay, so that's the young kids.
They need to know you're not playing with them.
They need to know that shit is real out here in the field. Because once they become a teenager, these are the things that what do you say, mold them to be a decent teenager.
Yeah.
When you listen to people talk about, oh, my kid is out of control. He didn't just get out of control.
He's been out of control.
Mhm.
He's been following your tutelage.
Oh, I love the word tutelage. Say it again for everybody.
Tutelage.
Tutelage. Um,
That's
Yes. So yeah, these kids. So the babies. That's what I wanted to start because it starts from out of the womb. Me, I didn't baby talk my kids, which is fine. But I didn't want a 6-year-old talking to me like you can't even. All the kids in my family speak like full blown adults. It's almost intriguing. Like, oh my gosh, she's 5. Well, he's 5, he's 7, whatever. So yeah, we speak to our kids very matter of factly, which brings me to another point of um the new age parents, right?
Mhm.
They allow their kids to decide what they're having for dinner.
That was a no number one. What she put on that table.
Or don't eat it all,
That's right.
you know. But so they're asking them what they want for dinner. They are allowing them to be too much in their business, is where I'm going with this. You cannot, what the you cannot allow your kids, it's okay to be honest. It's great to be honest with them about life or whatever, but they should not be allowed to know your business. Mom, if you're not with dad, listen, they should be calling your mini boyfriends Uncle Bobby, Uncle Tom, all these, you got all Uncle Antoine, you got all these uncles. No, ladies, keep your sexual encounters and your personal social life in that way. Keep it away from your young children because they're confused.
Yes.
And then they grow to perpetuate what they've seen in the household, even if it's unintentional. So now when she gets in the, I don't know, because these girls are having boyfriends like in the 6th grade these days, 4th and 6th grade. Um, Now she's with Bobby on Tuesday, and now she got a new boyfriend on next Tuesday, and she has a new boyfriend, and we don't see it like that, but it is really that apparent. It's really that in your face. And for me, it's not that hard. Now, parenting was a little difficult for me because, as y'all know, I was a young mother, whatever the case may be. So I kind of learned some lessons right along with them. Certain things, I had to figure out with my kids. It's a certain, I think I was a little overbearing. If you speak to my kids, they'll say, scratch that a lot. Uh, but I was a little overbearing, and it was mostly because of fear.
Okay.
I was scared for their lives, you know, and I have daughters, but those of us who are raising sons, I know you're double scared for your son's life. The black men are still being hunted.
Yep.
No disrespect to any, but they are still being hunted, and that's why we have to equip our children for the world, which started from um, the babies, like I said, from there. All right. Now we're moving on up to junior high school, right? Junior high school going into high school. So you have some parents, especially parents of sons, that just give their kids condoms and let them go on their way.
Let them go on their way.
Be safe. And what they'll say to me is they're gonna do it anyway. Okay. My- oh, I forgot you on screen too. So everybody can see all of this that you're doing over
That's
here.
that's usually
What
how
are you doing?
that's usually how it goes. They'll say they're going to do it anyway, whether I give them condoms or not. They're going to give it to them anyway. So why don't they get their condoms from me?
Yeah, they need to get a lot more than condoms from you. Okay.
Yes.
When you give them a condom, it's not giving you free range to go and fuck whoever you want. Because what we touched on Monday as well, it's about self-respect for our young men as well.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you don't want to just go around poking around, poking. We shouldn't teach them that. Social media is ruining these kids.
Yes, ma'am.
So now it's sport. Before it was, I can't wait to take her to the dance so she can get a kiss. And I'm not going to the 60s or the 70s or nothing like that. I'm talking about regular shit. What are you listening to, man?
I'm just trying. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. I'm just trying to make sure everything's sounding right. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. Yeah, there were some issues on Monday, everybody. So some technical issues. So he's just making sure he's being silent. Mm.
And
My thing is delayed. Mm.
to your last comment,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of the parents are, you alluded to it the other night. A lot of the parents are babies themselves. So it's hard for them to teach them, first of all, and when they don't know anything.
Right. You can't teach something you don't know.
You teach something you don't know. And then because they don't know, now the kids are even more ignorant.
They're more lost.
More lost.
When they're young, I like to say lost because it's not their fault, you know. And like you said, you feel sorry for the parent in the store. I don't feel sorry for the parent in the store because this is your damn fault. I need you to man up. Kids aren't for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Kids aren't for everybody.
It's not ready.
They're not ready, and some of them will never be ready. So how many grown ass kids do you know that's still here playing tournament, uh, these video game tournaments, things like this? How many? So some of them will never be ready. Which brings me to my other point of people having children for all the wrong reasons. Do you see all this love and hip hop nonsense?
Yes.
It's ridiculous. They completely threw the whole fact of anybody getting married out the window. How, every time somebody gets married, you know, live, social media related or whatever, they already got 2 kids and shit like this. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing now? Like, what do I like? My grandmother told me the mistake that I made being getting pregnant so early on. She told me to marry him. I refused, but she was right. Why not? Milk for free all this time. Make him buy the cow. Make him buy the cow. He's still getting the milk for free anyway. But yeah, so they are glorifying, and I'm not coming from this whole Christian da 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 da. I'm just saying, why not try the marriage? Because at the end of the day, you're having we touched on this on Monday as well. You're having a child by someone who is not really equipped to raise a child, or because you thought she was sexy or hot or interesting, whatever. Whereas if you spent more time
To figure that part out.
and at least your fiance or something, you got 2 kids. And now, and you know what the men's she done put her body out there and having these babies. Now he gonna leave you, get with a new bitch, and marry her.
And well, that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes because the man ain't ready. The man isn't ready to be a father until later on in his life, and when he meets the next woman. And it's sad, but it's true.
It is true, but that's why we should be more mindful and cautious of our decisions. You can fuck everybody on the block if you want to, but just don't make no babies with them because, like you said, you're not ready.
Right.
But guess what? Everybody's ready to run up in their raw, ain't
Everybody.
they? Always ready.
Everybody ready.
They ready at 14, 45, 65. I heard the senior community got the most eh, uh, uh, disease, sexual transmitted diseases. Could you believe it? They like shut down uh, senior homes because the epidemics of chlamydia and shit like this because everybody wants to go wrong.
Read that too.
Did you?
I don't know if they're getting it from the employees.
For the right staff for each other.
Each other.
Right. We just all discussing. Take care of yourself, okay? Health is important. I mean, I think chlamydia is still making people blind. Is it? If you have it for a long time, was the chlamydia?
I thought it was syphilis.
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 Excuse me.
Still
Ye-
making people blind.
Yes. So you have to ask yourself, was the pussy that good?
No pussy is that good to me.
Okay, because you want to see it.
See,
Child, child. I want to.
I want
I want to see. Okay, because you can't see the pussy now. That's the whole point. Okay, I'm sorry. I get sidetracked really quick.
no, 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 no. I like you all.
Okay.
I like that. Hold on. We have a caller.
Oh
We
yeah.
have a caller.
Let me take a sip. Who want to talk to me?
This is Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. We have speaking with tonight. This is Ron. Hello, Ron. How's it going? Okay. Uh,
Ronald, you have something to add to what's going on?
I just want to figure out what the heck you're talking about.
Oh, well, turn your TV up or whatever you listening on, sir. You can't hear me?
Well, I'm like, you done been with 5 different subjects. What's the topic?
Oh, you missed the okay, so the topic is spare the rod,
spoil the child, right? So we're talking about these new parents that don't believe in ass whoopings. Okay? And so we're talking about the damage that causes later on with a child who speaks out of turn and is, disrespectful and things that doesn't know about respect to others, and with that brings a lack of respect for oneself also. So that's what we were talking about the babies. I was moving on to the teenagers because, like I said, you ever been in a Walmart, you hear a child screaming and crying ridiculously because they can't get the toy. The parent has no control. Hmm? Okay. Well, I'm gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna start with the younger children because I believe these lessons need to be taught out of the womb. So I was talking about kids, hence the term "the child at Walmart screaming and crying." That's what we're talking. Ron, do you have any kids?
I have a dog,
How old is she?
20.
Oh, 20. No. Do you consider yourself do you said you what?
Never had to put my hands on.
Yeah, most dads. I was gonna touch on that as well because see, the dad is supposed to have such a great authority that his voice alone will set the child straight. Because back in the days, the woman was kind of the disciplinary 'cause she was in the home while the father was at work. But if she said, "Wait till your father gets home," that's your ass. So fathers are, they just have that authority. Hmm?
Are you gonna let me answer the question?
What was the question? This sound like Ron. This sound like you want to get cursed out everybody on my first time. Come on, Ron. Come on with it, honey. I believe.
Okay. First of all, you don't have to put your hands on the kids if they see the right thing to home. If you sit around smoking weed around the kids playing all kinds of ratchet music, and that's what they're gonna do. You tell your kids, work for your auntie. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you do with your kids. Kids learn from what they see. They're a clean slate. If they see you doing ratchet stuff, they're gonna go up to a ratchet thing,
Right.
like passing out in Walmart and things like that. That don't make no sense.
Well, we're talking about 3 to 5 year olds that pass
Yeah,
out of.
I don't. It don't matter.
I wouldn't
It
say that.
don't
All
matter.
kids do. They're going to try it. They're going to try a tantrum. Now, as far as what you're saying about they are clean slates, I like to say that they're sponges because they absorb everything around them. You're absolutely right. Twerk for your auntie. You're absolutely right. And it sounds like you're going to my point of the dads are missing in the household. You apparently were there for your daughter, whether you was with the mama or not, it's not my business, but you
Well,
apparently were there for your child, were you not?
I was absolutely. She's
Okay,
in college. She's on 10.
okay. So that's the deal.
But on another, my mother raised 4 kids, and all of us did well, and she was by herself. So it all depends on what you see.
And
I'm going to keep that as
telling me your mother ain't whoop your ass at no point with 4 boys.
my mother. Listen, my mother hit me once in all my many years. She hit me one time,
And what
once,
are you the
and,
oldest
and then,
child
but
or the youngest?
I'm the baby.
The baby. And what about your brothers? Did your brothers get any beat down?
She kicked her behind.
Exactly. You must have been a good kid then.
I learned. That's what I say. Kids learn from what they see.
Okay, well, though, but you was acting like your mother wasn't handing out ass whoopings. She was handing them out. You just wasn't getting them.
She had them out, and I was taking notes. Don't do that.
Don't do that because mom
Yeah,
will whoop your ass.
yeah,
Okay, so that was lesson learned. So that's how you learned your lesson. You didn't need to get ass whooping because you watched your brothers get their ass whooped.
absolutely.
Well, thank you for helping me make my point, Mr. Rob.
Thank
Yes, I appreciate you for calling in, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
So yeah, y'all see that Mr. Brown was trying to come for me a little bit. Did y'all see that? 'Cause I am not. Do not come to me if I do not send for you. Everybody pay attention and listen because I am always ready, darling. Okay?
Always ready.
You gotta go.
Ron made a great point
Mhm.
with when he said these mothers are allowing, and we touched on it earlier. You know, their kids raising kids, and kids are teaching their kids how to twerk instead of teaching them how to cook, instead of teaching them how to be mothers, future mothers, instead of teaching them how to clean the house for their husbands and cook for them and do household duties.
Mhm.
They're teaching them how to twerk.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. They're doing TikToks together and things like this.
Yes.
They're finding this is the way to bond with their children, um, which I definitely agree with the bonding, but they're not thinking about the long term effect
Hmm.
with glorifying the wrong things. And then twerk, twerking, we're talking about twerking has been so glorified thus far. Um, they do twerk classes now. You understand?
Yes.
They are teaching the non-twerkers how to twerk. And shout out to all my dancing instructors, because you know I like to put a roll like everybody else. But to go into my point of the young kids also, I had the pleasure to work on several fashion shows, a few fashion weeks in my day, right? You have the young models who are 6, 12 years old. Now, we know about the pageants, the beauty pageants, they're very balled up and things like that. But now they're just setting the wrong example. You have this girl pumping down the runway harder than the adults. She's got lashes on, she's got makeup on, she got a weave in her hair. Kids are already cute. Put this damn outfit on and watch them. I want to see a JC Penny walk on a little bit.
Right.
Okay. I don't want to see what's this thing, Fashion Nova. I don't want to see Fashion Nova
Right.
on a little girl. It's just a piece of purpose. And I've seen a few young ladies go that route and go downhill. And if Ron is still listening, my daughters are doing exceptional as well. And I was 17 years old since, we talked about our business. I was 17 years old. So I did have to learn some things on my own because I felt like he was trying to be smart. She pull back if you want to fight. Um, but yeah, we just do the best we can with what we're given. As my grandmother used to say, play the hand that you dealt.
That's what your mom used
My
to say.
grandmother used to say she was actually a ritual player. That was a football playing Christian. That was, but yeah, play the hand that you dealt. You dealt. Okay.
Now, on that, if women are let's say women are playing the hand that they're dealt,
Mhm.
that's the hand that they were dealt, or is that the hand they chose?
Well, and what part of this totem pole do you want to start? Now, for the young girl who came from a good household, those PK kids, remember all the things about the preacher's kids? They were so, you was a PK kid? You're a racist. Uh, so, yeah, the PK kids, once they get off the porch, they run.
Yes.
So, they actually came from a decent household.
Yes.
Decent upbringing,
Hmm.
you know, um, morals and things like that, self-respect and things like that. So, with them, with those young people situation, it was like you ever been in the hood and you see a boy out there trying to act like he's hard, but he's from the west side, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is for you in the neighborhood, from the east side, and he out there trying to act like he is hard as everybody else. And it pisses y'all off because y'all actually live this life.
Right.
And he go this little ass little big coming over here faking the front. He's an actor.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Pisses me off every time I see
You
it.
know what I mean? If you take your ass back to the good side of town, to what's the different strokes? What's his name? Mr. Drummond. If you don't take your ass back to Mr. Drummond's house,
right now.
Right now, because people really look at that. So with that, with those particular kids, it's a choice that they're making. But now, the kid that mom is a stripper because for whatever reason her mom may have passed. We have to go back home. She may have tried, her mom may have passed away or anything. She just was a lack of guidance. So now the streets raised her.
The street raised her. Mm-hmm.
So now she has somebody to raise. So who's gonna raise this baby? What she knows about the streets. You ever seen a mother and daughter in the strip club at the same time?
Not yet. No.
I have. Like, what's that show? No.
A mother and a daughter in the strip club at the same time.
The mother was the bartender, but she says she does dance during the daytime. They put the old bitches on in the daytime.
I didn't know that. I'm not a strip club. I've never been a strip club guy. I didn't know that.
You know, get that much special. 6 and shit like this.
Wow.
Oh my God. But yeah, so I get it. You can't teach something that you don't know. I definitely get that. And that's why I want to help in any way I can. As I told you, I used to assist with the I said it was YCS. Let me do the breakdown. It's Youth Consultation Services, which is a group home on the East Coast. It changed my perspective about my own life. Because you can see ignorant people and you're like, this bitch is angry. Oh, I can take this can and buckle to that. But now, working with that organization is like gave me a shed of light on what people are going through. We got somebody calling in, everybody. Come on with it. Kimberly Riese, let's talk about it.
Oh man, I hung up on them. Somebody please call back.
Whoever that was.
Please call back. Call back to the Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show.
713.
Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Who have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Yo, this is Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Yo, man. You guys talking about bad kids and stuff.
Hello, Bobby. How are you? This is Kimberly Riese. What would you like to say?
Yo, talking about bad kids and what? What's up?
Yeah.
You sound like you was over there sleeping before the show started, Bobby.
No, I'm not. I'm just at my weekend over here. That's all.
Oh, really? Well, let's talk about it. What's the problem?
Look, I got a son, Bobby Jr. And I don't know. I try to tell him, look, he be calling me Bobby. You know what I mean? He don't even call me Dad. He call me Bobby.
He calls you. He doesn't call you Dad. He calls you Bobby. Are you serious?
By my first name. He called me by my first name.
That is.
So let me ask you this, Mr.
And
Bobby.
he got a slick mouth. He got a slick mouth.
But Bobby,
and he probably get it from me. He got it on us. But I don't know. I try to shut him down and tell him he can't talk like that. But he just turned his head up. He's not these kids. He's like 13 now. Come on.
Bobby, have you always been in his life?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't mean any disrespect by these questions. Were you incarcerated for any part of his life?
No, I was not. I've never been incarcerated.
Okay, good for you. Let's get it up for the black man that ain't never went to jail. Let's start with that.
I ain't never been incarcerated.
Okay, good for you. So, are you still with Bobby Jr.'s mom?
No, I'm not. I'm not. It's just me. Like she doing her own thing, and I got Bobby with me. So he's trying to be like me. You know what I mean? He's trying to be a man already.
Oh, okay. So how long have you had custody of Bobby Jr.?
I pretty much had him since he was a baby. She went on the way. Like if she was a girl, I think her mom would, because she's a girl. So he's a boy. So I got the full custody because I'm with the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think he's really too fast.
That's kind of a bunch of bullshit because kids need both their parents at the end of the day. Is she involved in his life at all?
Yeah, yeah, she involved, but we just not together. Is what I'm saying. We're
Oh,
not together as a couple.
okay.
But
So do you let
mom's in his life, but he
he
lived with
lives
me.
with
He
you?
see his mom, but he lived with me.
Yeah, I understand. So do
Mm.
like the rest of the 13-year-olds, is he big on video games and things like this, Bobby?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. So you need discipline 101. All right.
what's that?
The
What's
kids,
that?
okay. So children should not be allowed to do whatever the hell they want when they try to do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Okay. So I know it's hard when we work, we have schedules, we can't babysit them all the time. But to the best of your ability, you need to start something new. You let him know
Right.
we're starting something new starting today. If you do
Mm.
not take the garbage out, if you do
Mm.
not keep your room clean, if you do not
Mm.
call daddy, father, papa, pick one, whichever one he likes, big daddy, whatever he wants to use. Because if you
Mm.
disrespect me, then he's disrespecting himself. So therefore, he's not allowed, because see, those are freedom. Kids think that
Right.
video games and shit like that, and them hanging out with their friends, they think they have rights. I hate this. I was
Mhm.
told not to be racial, but I would call it the government, but you know what I mean when I say the man. The man
Right.
these kids like they have rights. You don't have no damn right. I put
Right.
you in this world. I take care of you. You don't work, you
Right.
pay no damn bills.
Yeah, you know how kids get now. If you say something harsh, I call the police on you for
Tell them,
for
listen,
this.
but honey, Bobby, senior, tell them what I told my children. Call them. Call them because when they come, guess
Mm.
what? They're coming to get you. They're not coming to get me.
Mm.
Diapers,
Mm.
diapers is coming to get your ass. But if you ready to live in a group home setting, if you don't like the life that I'm providing for you, then
Right.
guess what? It's called tough love. And I'm saying what I'm saying, Bobby, but I know it's hard because we love our children and we don't want to
That's
do
right.
this. We don't, but you want to save him. So in order
Yeah.
to save him from himself, from the world, you have to give him some tough love. All right.
Right.
And at
You're
13,
right.
go ahead, honey.
No, I was just saying. I'm saying you're right. Maybe I take it too easy because that's my cub. I'm the papa bear, and that's my cub.
Right,
So
right.
that's what happened first in my head. But now he got a slick tongue, and I'm 5 seconds away from smacking the complexion off of him. But I
The
know I can't do
complexion
that.
off of them. I
You
know
know.
that's right. I know that's right. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you pointers before then because I'm all for slapping the complexion off of them. Disrespectful. I'm all for that. Trust me. But with you, yeah, whatever. First, let's try to set some ground rules. All right. First of all, you can't be his friend. Y'all can watch the game together, but you can't be his friend like his homie. When the moment that he starts crossing the line, you got to remind him he's the son and you're the father.
Right.
Right. So when he starts talking his crazy, don't even let it get up to his skin. Don't even let we just start taking shit away. Like, okay, that's I don't know how much video game he plays, but that's no video games on Tuesday. Oh, you
Right.
still talking? No video games on Wednesday either. I saw a clip. I'm gonna share this with you. I saw a clip on I think it was TikTok. Little spoiled white boy. Dad, come on, Dad, you're not listening, Dad. He took the whole game, whatever it was, 5:30, whatever the shit was.
Mm-hmm.
He took the whole game system and held it over the pool. The kid dared him. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna freaking do that. He threw that shit in the pool, and I was clapping. I gave him a standing ovation. A standing ovation. They always push their limits because we love them so much. I
Right.
want you to love him enough to discipline him. Love him enough to give him a pow pow on the head for the younger kids
Not a pop pop.
when they're young. But for these teenagers, honey, I was in the airport a few weeks back. Poor little Indian. The little girl just kept running away from me. It was so funny. He's so scared because COVID and everything. And he's trying to keep a hold of this little girl. And she wasn't like 2. She was like 5. She knows what's up. These kids been here before. There's so many baby people on the planet. We're running out of people. Okay, they just keep reading motherfuckers around here. Okay, so this little girl been here. She thinks it's so. This kid is running through. He just fell on the floor. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Listen, sir, just keep walking straight." He said, "But she keeps running." I said, "Listen, she doesn't want to be that. It's a game to her." He's like, "Are you sure, Indian man? Promise you, Indian man." He let her hand. He let her hand go. He started to walk. He said, "Come on, Caitlin, come on, come on. We're going this way." She stopped like it's a game, turned around like she was going to run. When she saw he did not chase her, what do you think she did? She turned her little ass around with all her ribbons and her frilly dress and followed her father. We cannot follow behind the children. We are the leaders. Okay? We are the leaders. I don't care. They think they're smarter than us. They just know computers and shit, but they're not smarter than us. You know. So don't let this young boy at 13 run circles around you now, because if you feel like this at 13, where do you think he's going to be at 16, Bobby?
Right. That's what I'm worried about.
And if he doesn't respect his father who gave him life, he's not going to respect any authority.
Right. That's what I'm worried about.
Right. So whatever it is that he loves, even if it's basketball, I don't care if you think he's going to make it to the national. Take it away.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to threaten it first. If he pushes, you have to show him that shit actually does stink.
Right.
So you let him know that if you don't do this, that, and the third, no game, your friends can't come over on this day, or whatever it is that's important to you. Mm-hmm. You're going to tell him that first.
No.
That's right. Oh, you give it a Call of Duty party. Look at you. Look at you like they did.
Friends over there, all play Call of Duty and stuff like that. You know, they ain't out in the street. That's the way I look at it. They ain't out in the street, you know, and the madness out here.
Yeah. Well, that's fine as long as he's not calling you Bobby at the damn Call of Duty party.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Exactly. He's disrespecting you in front of his friends.
Yep.
You can't allow it, Bobby. Put a stop to these parties, Bobby. Put a stop to these damn parties, because he is not in charge. You understand? He is not in charge. You take care of him. You provide his life. It's over. You tell him Kimberly Riese said so. He can call back and give his opinion if you feel like it, because I got something for little Bobby's ass. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly, for the parent whisperer. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right.
He said, "What? I'm the whisperer."
You're the kid whisperer.
Ooh, that's so funny. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Gerard. Somebody said something?
Yes, Mary Jane Baker has a comment for you. She has 2 comments for you. Stand your ground. I think she was talking to Bobby and telling Bobby to stand his ground with his kids. And Mary Jane also said up here that absolutely, Kim, children need both their parents. You were making another comment. They need both their parents. You said I think you were saying the fathers are normally missing.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were saying.
He was president, but is the mother there also? Because they need both their parents. That's why God didn't make no mistakes. That's why it takes 2 to tango, because they need both.
Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Definitely. Kids need both their parents. That's for sure. Speaking of that, I gotta give a shout out to my girls. My girls, you just missed them. They came up here and wished me happy birthday.
Oh my God!
You just missed them.
It's your birthday.
Tomorrow.
Everybody stop.
At 12 midnight.
It's Malcolm's birthday. He didn't even say anything. These Scorpios are so humble.
It's 12 midnight.
Oh my God, we got somebody calling in. Come on with it.
This Talk About It, Kimberly Riese on Real Talk 100 Radio, who I have the pleasure of speaking with tonight.
Who?
Randy.
Randy.
Randy. Okay, I'm excited. Let's talk about it, Mr. Randy. What you got for me?
Okay, so I'm seeing this girl, and I think she got a man in the
I'm sorry to laugh.
It's not the thing. It's not adding.
I'm sorry, it's not adding up. Okay, although that's not the subject of the evening, we are still going to discuss it. So why do you feel like she had some sugar on the side? You still got to see.
Because every time I call her, she got something to do. She, she got something. She always got something to do to call her. She calls me when she wants to call me. She
What?
texts me back when she wants to respond back. And I never went to her house. And yeah, that's right.
So
You got flowers?
how long have you been seeing this young lady?
Like 2 months now.
2 months. Have you guys, shared juice yet?
Juices, only berry, nothing,
Excuse me?
you know, she, she, she's a, she's a vegetarian, so.
Oh, I thought you said buried nuts. Okay, what'd you say now?
I'm trying to bury the nuts, but she won't let me do it.
Okay. So how many times have you taken this woman to dinner? Randomly.
I never did that.
Oh, well, that sounds like this is for your mom. So how do you
She's
consider
just
it?
wrong.
Huh?
Say it again, Randy.
It's wrong.
Oh, it's long distance. Okay,
Yeah,
so
to come to me in a couple of months, but she always on the phone. I think she got enough. I think she decided to be honest.
well, after 2 months, I hope you don't expect to be the main event.
I mean, my rap game is pure. So, I mean, I would think I would be made.
Oh my God. How far is this distance, sir?
Maybe about 2,000 miles.
Damn.
Did you make any qualms to come see her?
Yes, I actually thought I was going to come see her last night. And she was acting real funny about that.
Oh, so this sounds like my boy, Busy Marquis.
What do you mean? Oh,
Remember?
just a friend.
Just a friend. You just a friend, baby.
But she's telling me that I'm not just a friend. She's telling me, she called me her blue thing. She kind of country, so a lot of times when I'm talking to her, it sounds like a bunch of banjo playing. Like Bobby down, so I can't really understand.
Oh my God. William Dwayne, are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious.
Who was your friend laughing like this?
That's her. She know I'm talking about her.
I hope that's not a woman laughing like that. I'm just
Oh my Lord. You just hung up, and I'm glad you didn't to this day.
okay, good. So listen, Randy, I think you need to let go, honey. She's not
Really?
that into you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you think I'm a side guy?
Well, I don't even know if you're a side guy because you're not even hitting it. Side guys are hitting it.
You're right.
I'm so sorry to break the news to you. Get you a new bed. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. You have a good night. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Damn. He ain't even hit it yet. And he's 3,000 miles away.
Wait, and he thinks he's the main guy.
3,000 miles away and hadn't hit it yet and thinks he's the main guy.
Could be the main event. You don't even know what that ocean thing. Okay.
No, that's okay. This is your open it up. Open it up. There you go. Provocative. Let everybody know who just now tuned in what this show is all about, and who you are, and what's the name of the show. and where to find you.
Okay, so my name is Kimberly Riese. The show is Talk About It with Kimberly Riese because I want you to do just that, what you just witnessed. People to call in, not just hear me rant, rave, and pop my shit. You can call in and pop shit as well. Feel free. Like I said, people talking around things, they're talking at you. Let's talk about it together. I can be found on Kimberly Reese Talk on Instagram and Talk About It with Kimberly Reese on Facebook. This, although it's a radio show, it's being live streamed at Real Talk 100 Radio. They have a Facebook as well. You can also watch it on YouTube. All right. And the phone number to call in, if you want to chat, this is coming 713 777 9595. Here we go.
Welcome to Talk About It with Kimberly Riese on Real Talk 100 Radio. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Dominique.
Dominique Starr.
Yes, we like Dominique and we like stars. How are you, Miss Dominique?
I'm good, love. How are you?
Pl-
Congratulations on your show.
Thank you so much. I miss you so much. This is my friend, everybody. I know Dominique McKees.
Please turn your listening device down in the background. I can hear it.
Oh, it's excellent. Okay, so what's up, Miss Dominique? Do you have something you wanted to discuss or comment to drop?
Yes, actually, I was agreeing with you all the way through when you were talking about the baby. Because, girl, you know about the baby. The wrong people raised
Okay, which was bringing me to my second point of selfish parenting. Because we could talk about the ratchet, right? So with the ratchet, it's like to some degree, they can't even help. They can't help how they're raised or where they're raised or their lack of education. So, and I don't want to focus too much on that because a lot of times it's not their fault. But if we focus on these ones who are spoiling the shit out of their kids, thinking that that's the way to go. I mean, it's a conscious choice. I think here about people that they are raising narcissists, girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
complete narcissists. They don't have any feelings. I mean, it's the spoiled kids that are shooting up the school. No shame.
Yeah.
Had everything, killing their parents, spoiled, had everything. You kill both your damn parents. Really? Whereas on the other hand, a child with a mother who's addicted to something or other, they have unconditional love for their mother. They will go to the war and that for their mother.
Wouldn't
Wouldn't
that
dare. It's just so crazy. But you living in Beverly Hills, wherever the hell, Highland Hills, whatever you choose, uh, and then kill your parents, you could go shoot up a school and you just they're suicidal and all this shit. I'm just telling you, spare the rod, spoil the child. And I don't mean spoil them like, oh, we can't have candy. I mean spoil them for life. Spoil, you know what I mean? They're not able to make conscious decisions for themselves.
Exactly.
Yes, Dominique is calling in y'all all the way from BK, Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn, honey. Okay, you know you can go anywhere. You in the Bahamas. If you say is Brooklyn in the house, it is people screaming, saying, "Yeah, we here." They live in Brooklyn in this all damn continent because they are always there. Okay.
See, you know, I'm originally from Jersey. I bring Jersey with me, so it's just extra great.
Oh my God, you got Jersey and no, you've been in Brooklyn a long time.
Yeah.
With all your kids. She has a lot of kids, y'all. They have 4 legs and
It hasn't hurt. That's right. You don't know. I don't have them. They're all gone now.
no cat. You the cat lady.
They passed away. You know, I'm not no more. They passed away.
How many did you have? Like 4,
No. All together, it was
6. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Carry 1, add the key, cause
six.
6 got there.
The mom and the dad, the baby, had them. It was a whole different.
And all the whole family died? Did you kill them?
No, they got old. The family was 20. Still got old.
Oh,
Was 19.
bendito, por favor, mami.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. To hear. So, do you have any children in your family, nieces and nephews that you want to air
All my babies, they know. I love all my babies.
out?
All
Oh,
my kids and nephews, they know.
oh, so they do good, respectful, and doing what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm glad to hear it. I really appreciate the love. I want you to be on here every Wednesday. Well, I'm not going to be here next Wednesday because you know it's Turkey Day. I'm actually coming up here to get those that want to come over for dinner. I'm cooking at my child's house. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I love you.
Love you too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm loving the support tonight for Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. This is our first show. First show. First show. Did I say this was our first show, Kimberly?
I think you mentioned that. You might have mentioned
I might have mentioned that once or twice. This is the first show tonight, and we thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the call-ins. Thank you so much for your concerns, your problems. That's what this show is about. Kimberly wants to air it out, like she's already said a couple times. Are there any kids you want to air out tonight that are disrespecting you and calling you by your first name instead of calling your mom, instead of calling your dad? That's what we're talking about tonight. Thank y'all for the comments on our live feeds. Thank you, Kimberly Brooks. Thank you, Miss Mary Kane Baker. Thank you, Lisa Murphy. Thank you, Cherish Sky. Thank y'all so much.
what your guys say?
She just said, yo, right here.
Yes, yes.
Yo.
I it was Cherish.
If y'all are tuning in on our website, thank you so much. If you'd rather see us, you can tune in to Real Talk 100 Radio or Let's Talk About It. Kimberly Reese on Facebook, and you can see us live right now. Thank you so much for tuning in on our website. Thank you so much for sharing our lives, commenting on our lives, and I'm about to hand the microphone back to Kimberly Reese. Kimberly Reese, we want to make her a star in Houston. Y'all help us tonight by sharing the video and commenting and calling in on the topic. Kim, what topic are we on right
We are talking about spare the rod and spoil the child. Just as simple. I mean, and spoil, not just spoil them, like I said, because they want extra candy. I'm talking about spoil them, spoil their lives. I just want to give a shout out to everybody on my other feed here, Mr. Fergus. Thank you, Christopher. Hey, my sis, famous. I know, right? Randy, I got it. So I did, Randy, honestly. Uh, and Karen Trey, I'll give it up to Karen Trey. She's out in Dallas. She has armed company. She is very professional, if you will, and she will keep you nice and secure. Her pants will not be dragging down, and she will have on a Calvin Klein or a Gucci suit or some shit like that. I'm not really praying for, but she does. So she will have on a fresh, so clean, and secure you with the gun on the hip. All right. She has transportation services as well as make sure everybody is safe. I want to give shout out to all businesses, black owned and otherwise. Girls, I'm in it. So hey, you know, I got the last one to see you. Okay. So um yes, I was talking about the difference between not having knowledge and spoiling these kids and actually knowing better and doing it anyway, Malcolm. That's what we're talking about. Raising a narcissist, raising someone that's suicidal or homicidal, and just an all around bad person. You ever meet somebody you just like, God, you're such a douche. Yeah, you know, this is gonna be a good conversation. Dude,
right?
yeah, yeah, people that are socially awkward as well. Those I feel like some other kids also because they're not able to, you know, interact with people. Here we go. Here we go. I was talking about the ignorance or lack thereof. The people who know. I haven't seen her in a long time. I just found out that she is home sleeping. still. COVID, I found it was homeschooled before COVID. Now, I'm not mad at the homeschool, but once it came to a certain thing, interaction with other people, human beings, other than just household, is very important.
Very.
Raising a douche, he doesn't know how. She doesn't know how to be around. She doesn't know anything about sharing. She doesn't know anything about your mama. Just things that communicate who we are today. You know, and it's important. I think, oh, even in high school, I don't really agree with homeschool at any point, unless unfortunately you live in a war zone. If you live in a war zone and the teachers are not doing their job, you know what I'm saying? And they don't give a shit about the kids. I've seen it, I've experienced it myself. Then take them home and help them study with their essays.
Yes.
But to keep them from others, so I think that's selfish parenting investment.
You said something very important a second ago. Very important that kids go through that your mama jokes. That mama your mama jokes phase because it teaches them to interact, it teaches them to cope more importantly. So they've been homeschooled all their life and now they've been let out of the cage, so to speak,
Right.
at 16 years old, somebody says your mama and they shoot up school or something like that because they haven't interacted enough.
Exactly. It gives you a sense of humor. Bullying gives people a sense of humor. Period. I know Johnny said I had to fight anything, but will bring you to tears with that mouthpiece. Okay.
Right.
It just creates light. I remember before, we're not gonna say hang yourself, kill yourself, not all that shit.
Right.
Those are the narcissistic kids that I'm talking about that would bully a person to that extent in the
Yes.
first.
Yes.
But it's the friendly bully, your mom, da da da. Let's grow old and talk about it. Remember you used to bully me in the ninth grade?
Yeah.
That type of friendly bullying, I think is necessary. Raising these narcissists.
See what the listening audience thinks about that. Is friendly bullying okay? Is the question. I'm just gonna throw that in.
Form of bullying. How you feel about it? Call in if you were bullied and it helped you, or you're still having nightmares right now, 30 years later.
Yeah.
How does bullying affect your life? I want to hear about it. I mean, we can hear about it all the time.
A lot of people.
Through it. I'll call you all bully up,
Right.
right? And tell her to pull up. No, I'm joking. But I'm saying I'll call you all bully up and give her assistance because people that bully to a certain extent, they're actually hurting themselves.
Right.
That's the reality. They're not just some big until you get that they're dealing with bullying. Feel sorry for the bully because the bully has bigger issues than you if they're bullying you to that extent. But I digress. So I was talking about the last call. I was talking about,
You were talking about sparing the rod.
yeah, and I was saying about selfish parenting. Now, what goes into the selfish parenting umbrella? What we were talking about already, having babies for the wrong reasons, right? Before you even want to marry or you want to go up in career, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about. What also goes under that umbrella is, and selfish parenting is people or the mother, the baby mama, using the child as collateral, right? Yeah, like you know exactly. So it's like if you don't give me X amount of money, or if you don't want to deal with me, you can't see your son. You can't see your daughter. They use it as a power thing, not realizing it's not about you.
It's not about you.
Once your relationship with that individual is over, it's no longer about you or him. It is about
The
the
child.
child
Yes, ma'am.
and what is in the best interest of the child. So I'm gonna come right directly to you, baby mamas, with this bullshit. This child a game, you keep getting this school locked up, everything. He can't be a father if he's locked up. He can't work a job if he's getting them locked up. Now, for the big brothers that ain't seen their kids in 2 years and moved on and had another family, go kill yourself. But
for those fathers that are actually trying to be a part of their kid's life, and here go your selfish, petty ass. Okay, talking about, oh, you can see him on Saturday. No, because that's what they make. And you gotta kill yourself, sis, because it's not about you.
There you
So
go.
there's those who's using the child support for their own personal gain, because they have on dirty shoelaces. Kill yourself too. They're not just saying about bullies. I'm not being a bully. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It disturbs me to know it. Because as I mentioned before, I do know a lot of dads. Shit, what did you call him? What was his name? Mr. Ron?
Yes.
He's got full custody of his 13-year-old. And then you hear the excuse he gave in front of people. He said, the mother's doing her own thing. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? The mother is doing her own thing. Well, I'm thinking if she had, if we had a daughter together, then she would have raised it. No. We all know our mama's baby and daddy's baby, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Real mothers does not leave their cub behind. Period.
Period.
All coming to see somebody.
Let's talk about it. Kimberly Riese, who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Hi, this is Renee.
Hey, Renee, thank you so much for calling in. What do you have, Kimberly, tonight?
How you doing? Kimberly?
Hi, how are
Let's
you?
talk about it, baby. What you talk about?
Listen, these, like you said, these bags. Can I hear
Yes,
Yes.
you?
yes. Let it
These
out.
bags, because the parents, like you said, are too busy trying to be the friend instead of being the parent.
Right.
But also, you have to look at the fact now that the age of the grandparent is not like back when we were younger,
Mhm.
but now grandparents are now like 30, 35 years old,
Mhm.
and they're not in their 50s and so on anymore.
Mhm.
So the factor, the age factor of the family dynamics have changed so much, and now they lost focus of the morals and the values like we had back in the day.
Yes. Come on. Talk about it.
And it's sad because it's really just sad because you have the grandmother, everybody's gonna be in the club,
Mhm.
nobody's parenting like they should do
Mhm.
because they want to hang out and be friends.
Right. Right. So yes.
And it's cute when they think it's cute when they buy all these expensive items to put on your children, but you're not teaching them anything
You're not teaching them value.
at all.
Okay. So when you say that, that brings me to, you see the kids with the expensive sneakers on, the expensive outfits. He got on a whole Fendi. I'm old. I don't know if Fendi is still hitting, but he got on a whole Fendi short set. Oh, he has. I saw a man in the street crossing the street with his son, and he cussed the little boy out. The boy might have been 6 or 7. I told you, his clothes got dirty, his sneakers got stuffed. He's a kid. Why would you put a $200 outfit on a child that A is going to grow out of it in 6 weeks, not 6 months? In 6 weeks, they grow like wildfire. In
Okay.
6 weeks, he's going to grow out of it. And then you expect him to walk around like an adult, like he's sterile. He can't touch anything. He can't run. He can't jump. He can't play. It's absurd.
It is.
It's
It is.
absolutely absurd with this. Like I said, selfish parenting. I feel like they dress some of these kids up like little trophy dogs, you
Mhm.
know, just to try to prove that they're in a certain status. But at the same time, your child was on a $200 outfit, but you're still renting instead of owning.
Hello. Come
Okay.
on.
If you want to
Mhm.
if you want to teach your child something, teach them about necessity. Teach them about humility. Okay,
Mhm.
being grateful for what you have and what we have. So I'm gonna share this because, like I said, I'm never speaking from a pulpit. I'm gonna kill this other the last thing I do. I'm not speaking from the pulpit. Uh, I was a young mother. I had to learn on my own. And so my baby girl at 10 years old, was around the house talking about, well, my oldest told me that she was somewhere saying, what? Mommy is rich. Can you believe me being, I was 17 years old. I'm doing the best I can. I have sometimes 2 or 3 jobs, doing what I have to do to survive and make sure I can provide for them. Um, and her Christmas list was so extensive that her sister had to tell her, "You crazy? You think you get all that?" And she paid her back. No, I'm not. We're rich because I think that comfort, right? But at some point, we have to teach them the responsibility and the appreciation.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
Were you listening? Did you hear the man, Brian? Or was that Bobby? Bobby called in about his son and calling him by his first name.
I caught the tail end of that. You know, back in the day, that was unheard of. Even now, I still address the elders as Miss or Mister.
Me too.
You don't call them by their first name. That was not allowed. You got backhanded or something like that.
Come on. I'm gonna need a bell up here. Going forward, I'm gonna give me a bell because I need to ring it. Ding, ding, ding for the backhand. You was getting backhanded.
Yeah. Yes, you was not allowed to call any elder by their first name. And you definitely didn't call your parents by their first name.
Okay. Or or asking them any questions. You don't get to ask questions.
No.
What you? I don't get to ask no goddamn questions.
Or tell their parents no. I've heard them tell no.
Or why?
I'm not doing it.
How
Or
about
why?
How about why?
Why I have to do that?
There's a lot of whys out there. But why?
Yeah, there's a lot of whys. There's a lot of whys. And I look at these young folks like, all I can do is shake my head. It's like, well, even my kids is grown now, they really don't ask me why.
Okay? Because they don't want no problems. They remember the past.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
You don't have to beat your child. We're not talking about abuse. We're talking about discipline. And if you instilled it in them early, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just across the room. Once you get that sign,
that's right. The look. That was it. The look.
Once you get that sign,
that was it.
That's right. You know the shoe was coming behind it. Okay.
When you was out in public, you got that look, and you're like, you already knew.
I'm in trouble. Exactly. So
and when I just bring this topic up because I always have my kids packing up these bonnets.
Oh, girl, I want you
to seeing the young people with the kids putting the bonnets on the babies. Please,
I haven't seen a bonnet on the baby yet. I've been to snatch the bonnet.
I've seen them on the babies, on the kids. I've seen the guys with the bonnet. I've seen a guy walking down the street with his daughter. The baby had the bonnet on. Young girl, she may be 3 or 4 with the bonnet. Stop.
You have to be kidding me. You know what? I'm definitely going to touch this. So after the Wednesday after Thanksgiving is when I'll be back. And I hope that you tune in because that show is going to be about self-respect. And that's what I'm going to touch on the bonnet.
Yes, please.
I loved how, was that Jill Scott? Was that Jill Scott? No. That was Monique. Monique did something she talked about. And I have been thinking about doing a little post. I have done one with a small one here and there, like when I'm in the airport, and I'll just see it like, girl, bye. That is not a thing to do. Listen to me. My children walk to the corner store, because you know, I'm close to the store sometimes could be right across the street. Right across the street.
That's right.
You're not going across the street with a bonnet on your head or a comb on your head. Now, to a certain degree, I done created some monsters because by the time they got to high school, they thought they wasn't going to school because they had a bad hair day. So I had to straighten that out. Now that's not what I mean, sis. You would have put that shit in the ponytail, put a hat on or something, because you going to school. But yes, I instilled that very, very early because it's almost like saying we are what we eat. No one is going to take you seriously when you're out here looking like a buffoon.
No.
Exactly.
No one's going to hear you. They can't listen. They can't even hear the words coming out your mouth when you walk up asking them a very important question with a goddamn bonnet on your head, ma'am. Whoever's listening, these bonnet wearers, we keep talking about it. We keep letting you know as more mature and classy women, we keep sending the kite out to you. And you keep doing it. Y'all buying
bonnets to match your outfit.
Yes,
Are you serious
yes,
right now?
yes.
Kim, you don't wear a bonnet.
Absolutely not.
Ma'am,
No,
what's your name on the phone?
Renee.
You don't wear a bonnet, Renee,
No, sir.
To go to
No,
bed?
I do not.
to go to bed, but not
Even
in
when
public?
I go to bed, no,
Okay.
sir. I do not wear a bonnet. I'm old fashioned. If I have to, if anything, I tie a headscarf
A
on.
scarf. Yeah, me too, girl. I definitely use a scarf. I use a scarf too.
Mm-mm.
I definitely old school. I use a scarf
Yeah,
that bonnets came out. I think when you have braids or something like that, it
yeah.
may be necessary.
Even even with or without the braids, I mean they do. I have seen my daughters had bonnets, but they knew they were for the house to sleep in, not to wear outside. You do not pass the doorstep with a bonnet on your head.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to
It's
hear.
to hold your style in place while you sleep.
Mm-hmm. She's the sweetheart herself. While
Okay,
you
while you
sleep.
sleep, just like the guys with the do rag, it's not for outside. My son will be 42 tomorrow, and he knew you did not wear a do rag outside. That was
Well,
for in the
happy
house
birthday to your
only.
son, and happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you, because you went through it
Thank
42 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But you
But
sound
he
so
knew
young and
you.
vibrant,
You
mister. You have a
listen. You
42-year-old.
pulled your pants up
Mm,
with a wore a belt. Your pants was up. Nobody could see what color underwear you have on,
that's right.
and you did not wear no do-rag outside because that was another reason for the police to stop you.
Right. Because you got on a do-rag and you fit the description.
Exactly.
And you fit the
And you fit the
description, Renee.
description. So thank God we didn't
Absolutely.
have any problems and we good. Very
Exactly.
productive.
Sounds like, yeah, you raised some productive human people in society.
I did. Thank you. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Good for you. Kudos to you, honestly. We need,
Thank you.
and this is why, Renee, I wanted this to be an open forum show so we can talk about these things. So if people hear us talking about it, we're not judging them, we're talking at them. They hear us talking about it in a way that we can relate to what we're saying. So maybe they a light bulb over their silly ass head to say, damn, maybe I should do something different. Just try. Just try.
Right.
We
That's
understand
what
that
just try it.
mhm,
Just try it.
we understand that some of us are
Nothing to failure but to try. Just try it. It don't
yeah,
hurt.
try something different and do it for your child's future. You know how
Mm-hmm.
the police, black or white, men or women,
Mm-hmm.
I had my worst encounter with female police officers, to be honest with you, which I'm going to do a show on
Mm-hmm.
police officers as well. I wanted to devote a whole show to those SOBs. There are a lot of great ones out there. I am friends with a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, ADs, she always had me out drinking with these fools. So some of them
Mm-hmm.
are decent people, but some of them, were the kid that was bullied in school and still didn't get over
Right. That's
it.
right.
And now they at
Mm-hmm.
the traffic light, at the stoplight, trying to take it out on you. You know.
Right.
So,
Because they want money back today.
mhm, mhm. They trying to get revenge back for some shit that happened back in the
Exactly. Listen, that ain't nothing to do with us. That ain't our
That's
fault.
not my issue. Renee, are you sipping on something
Exactly.
over there?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Are
you.
you sipping on something over there, Miss Renee?
No, no, no. I just had a cup of tea a little while ago. No, I just wanted to call in and say hi
Okay,
and
okay. No, I'm a tea
address
girl.
the topic.
I start my days
And I
with
will
tea.
be back. I will be back on. Well, listen, y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving,
Thank you.
and I will be back on next week.
Thank
When
you
you come
so
back, a week
much.
after next.
Yes, the
Yes,
Wednesday after Turkey Day. Thank you so much, Miss Renee, for supporting. I look forward to speaking
no
to you
problem. Yes, same here. It was a wonderful evening.
again. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Great phone call. Great phone call by Renee. I'm glad she's tuned in. I'm glad everybody's tuned in. Kim,
Yes.
regardless of what happened at the beginning of the show, this has turned out to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's turning out exactly the way you wanted. Um, we'll work out those kinks. I don't want to hear that.
What's our talking like that?
Good. We got about 15 minutes, but I'm gonna let it go on if it flows right.
15 minutes for 2 hours?
For the 2 hours.
Oh my
I
gosh.
told you.
I told you guys.
I told
Oh
you.
my gosh.
I told you.
They literally want to give me
I told you.
hour.
I told you.
Saying no, we need 2 hours. I'm thinking, sure, no. Y'all might get tired of me talking shit for 2 hours now. But I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate everybody for calling in. It's touching me. My vocals are getting to me. I don't want to get teary eyed. But I definitely appreciate the feedback um, from everybody. Like I keep saying, we need to talk about these things, whether we agree or not. Let's just talk about it because the open conversation is what we need to make our universes better. Okay, whatever your universe is, no matter where you are, Facebook is nationwide, so you can see or hear this show from anywhere. I am in the great city and state of Houston, Texas, yeah, and I'm glad to be here with my boy Malcolm. I'm gonna start calling him Matt, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to give him a nickname. That's what I do. I give people nicknames.
I've been called. I've been called Malcolm X. I've been called Malcolm X all my life,
Oh yeah.
and I've been called Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, it
My
reminded me of Malcolm in the Middle. That was an old show.
old TV sitcom. I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
you make me want to fight.
Why?
Don't call. No, I don't want to be in no mood.
He was silent, no.
I walked in the front. Yeah, never in the back. Never, I walked in the front, but it took me a while to get used to it. But it used to make me mad.
Malcolm in the Middle, because that was your era. That's why they was teaching you
Right,
that. See that? That's healthy bullying.
right.
Everybody, it's healthy bullying. He didn't tell him to go kill himself.
No.
He just said, "You Malcolm in the Middle, Malcolm in the Middle."
Let me tell you a story about that. It wasn't bullying, but I got in trouble. My dad passed away a little over a month and a half ago, and I got in trouble with my dad. We moved from Fifth Ward to South Park, and then not South Park. We moved from Fifth Ward over to the uh, South Coast Oak area, and then after my dad's first marriage, and then when he married my mom, we had issues. That's a whole nother issue. But she's my mom, and when he married my second mom, we moved from South Coast Oak out here, and out here wasn't a lot of speed as far as running, on the running track, football. I ran track and football. Yes, ma'am. Football and
With that wide back, pull that back.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
better catch a ball, throw a ball, run with the ball, kick the ball, do everything with the ball.
I couldn't kick it. I couldn't kick it or throw it,
You can catch it.
but I could catch it and I could run. But the story is, this is why I got in trouble. I moved out here and it wasn't much speed at Klein Oak. Salute to anybody who graduated from me from Klein Oak High School. They ended up calling Malcolm, but Malcolm. And I didn't know it. But my dad took me to the track meet one night, and I'm coming around the last curve. Yes,
Okay.
it was predominantly white.
Malcolm.
Yes,
What year was this?
88.
Wow.
My dad comes to the track meet, my senior year of high school, comes to the track meet, and I'm running the last curve. I'm in first place. I'm kicking ass, and everybody in the stand, Malcolm, Malcolm, Malcolm.
Oh shit.
He was living. I didn't know.
They had an accent.
No. I knew what they were calling me. I'm saying I didn't know that there was
Around whom? You didn't know. Okay.
I didn't the history of the word, and how it relates to us black people. I didn't know at the time. I know now. My dad was with it. When I crossed the finish line, he was on the track, out of the
He
stands,
was okay.
and on the track, pulled me by my neck under the races and said, "Don't you ever allow them to call you that again." But
It wasn't your fault.
wasn't my? I didn't know. He didn't tell me. And
He was supposed to be at the what's the name? With the announcement box. That's what he was supposed to be
Right.
at. Like my son's name is Mouth, and I would appreciate
Right.
if y'all, yeah.
right.
That's unfortunate.
It wasn't, and I went to my friends and I was like, and I'm crying at this point. I'm at the track meeting embarrassed, And I go to my friends, and my friends are like, "Dude, what's wrong? Why's your lead tripping?" And I'm like, "Dude, y'all called me something that I
Trying to
didn't."
be a cool, goddamn it.
Yeah, and they were upset too. I mean, I had Hispanics, I had whites and blacks, and everybody was upset at the track meet.
Yeah.
Anyway, that I thought that was relative to what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Um, that and again, that's ignorant. That's why when Monday we said that NIGER comes in various flavors.
Right,
Okay,
ignorance.
various flavors. And on that note, I'll share this one. I was pregnant about 8 months. Maybe I should tell the whole story because I don't want you to think I'm violent. But a woman fell into me in my belly. She elbowed me. I was going to Staten Island. I was working in Staten Island Ferry. And I noticed she was drunk on the boat, right? The guys bring her, she's out there the time in the city, whatever. I think we're leaving, we're docking, we're coming, and her elbow, boom, into my belly.
Mm,
Don't always be a good kid. I'm as nice as everyone lets me be. Keep that in mind.
yes.
I, oh, the man, Caucasian, says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?" The drunk woman says, "Don't apologize to that nigga."
What? What year was this?
Right. Stupid. What year was that?
What?
That was the 90s.
The 90s?
It was late 90s.
See. I don't mean to cut you off, but check this out.
Mm-hmm.
My sister went that, but I guess because I was Mr. Jock, Mr. Stud, Mr. Popular, they didn't come to me with it. But my sister was
Y'all
5
see
years.
how Malcolm dropped that on us? Mr. Jock, Mr. Popular. He was a popular jock.
Yes. And 5 years later, I'm getting calls from my sister saying, Johnny, who graduated with me, Johnny's brother is up here calling us leaders. And I'm going,
Huh?
Johnny, look, Johnny, I don't want to have to beat your brother's ass. You know, we're graduated. I'm going to jail if I go up there. Can you please get them in check, please? And he ended up, we kind of quelled the situation because they were out of control. So I can relate to what you're saying because via my sister.
Mhm. Never personally. Yeah, so I never had, and I was predominantly white schools as well. So it was like underlined because it was coming from their parents. So they would come to school and try to say a little bullshit. You know what I mean? Um, but as a half adult, because I was a full adult, but as a pregnant adult, I mean, am I incriminating myself when I say I would beat the shit out of this white woman? Would I be incriminating myself?
Mm-mm.
Because the statute is that. But yeah, I definitely had a lesson. As the white man scraped the white woman up off the floor, he apologized to me again. Why? Because he knew she was wrong. It happened too often and it still happens right now. My niece, well, I'm not going to get into it because we're coming at it. A close of a great show, everybody. I'm so excited. I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to see you guys on Wednesday. I will be out of town to celebrate with my family. You guys know I'm going to Houston all by myself. Oh, I do want to travel to CBE Global Entertainment. Uh, she's doing an event November 30th here at the House of Blues. There's going to be a networking event, but there's going to be a lot of performances, vendors, raffles, etc. You can reach her at Chocolate Bunny underscore with Chocolate Bunny on Instagram for any further questions. Okay. That being said, this show is also brought to you by what? Soul Snack. Soul Snack that comes from a very soulful brother. All right, we're gonna give it up for Soul Snacks. Look for it. It is based out of the Bronx, New York, but obviously they're doing well. They made it all the way down here. It's in the local Kroger, some Walmart. He has all different types of fun flavors and everything. Another black-owned business, everybody. So y'all give it a try. And when you give it a try, feel free to call me and tell me if you like it. If you got a problem with it, let me know because he doesn't like any unsatisfied, dissatisfied customers. So, what did we learn today? This 2 hours is up already.
I
Just do the
I,
thing.
t- I told you.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yes.
Okay, the children are our future. Yes. So try to make our future bright, ladies and gentlemen, with what? Teaching our kids discipline, teaching them self-control. The people think that we're animals and we have no self-control. I don't want to see any black or Mexican, any kids, first of all, but definitely not any black or Mexicans carrying them in the goddamn Walmart, the Kmart, or any type of Walmart. All right, get your kids together. I don't care what you got to do for the sidebar. I used to do a sidebar. Could you imagine who was in your house? You're looking at me, why is she with her little sister like that? No, this child belongs to me. Bring
Right.
your come here.
Sidebar.
Come here. Your mother bring you in the bathroom. Hey, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me
Yes.
Okay.
By
So
the
pop
neck.
on the hand. If you pop them when they're young, all you gotta do is look at them when they're 5. They
Right.
don't want a problem.
They don't want no problem.
Okay. And mothers, please. I don't even know how these mothers are leaving their babies. After you can carry this body in your body for 9 months, push it out and keep it moving. What are you, a puppy? Stop getting pregnant. They have whole forms of birth control. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I keep getting sidetracked. Okay, honestly, it's great, but not too honest. You shouldn't know Uncle Earl and Hakeem and Raheem and all these people. If you have children from another marriage or another situation, your child should not meet the new piece. Okay? Until he's more than just a piece, ladies and gentlemen. And that goes for the men too. Because you got the women going crazy. You got my kid around all these bitches. That goes for you too. Don't bring your son or your daughter around the new bitch. Okay? It's Stephanie or Tiffany or whatever. The 20. Then we talk about the age. Don't
Yes.
bring your daughter around. All right? It's all right. Don't raise any others. We checked on that. The internet. So with the internet, we can't take it away. It is greatly helpful in a lot of ways. Homework, all types of things that it's needed for. But the parental guide, the parental block, whatever it is, the kids are googling shit like the word come. Okay, for no reason. They heard somebody say it. They heard a comedian, something stupid on TikTok. Come, it's come. How do you spell that? Now you have to have this conversation. Put the blocks on. You tell your kids, not just block them to the point that they're going to use another phone to find out anyway. Tell them, give them the freedom to come to you with any questions they may have. You want to control the information that your child is getting. Okay. Stop using it as collateral. We talked about that. You know who I'm talking to? Laquita, Shaquita, Keisha. Listen, he don't want you no more. But at least allow your child to have a better life than you did with your missing father. Because if your father was not missing, you would understand the power that a father had in the child's life. So most of the time when the baby's DM is keeping the father out of the life because they don't even understand how important this dad is because
Right.
they didn't have one themselves.
That's right.
Okay, that goes with my selfish parenting. Stop having these things as their braces or a new fluffy dog. Okay, if you do not have the means to take care of this child, if you don't have the mental capacity, the patience to take care of this child, go on birth control. No one's mad at you. No one's mad at you. I'm not a fan of condoms either. But we have to do what we gotta do, right? To be responsible adults. Okay. Having been the first thing, the reason why I think I know all of it, and again, I want to thank all my people who called in. The reason for my son right there. I appreciate it, and I enjoy talking to you guys again. Go out for Turkey Day. We'll be back Wednesday following Turkey Day, and the subject will be self-respect. Get your books, get your wine, get your champagne. I don't know, get your shot, whatever it is that mellows you down to keep you calm enough. And I look forward speaking, seeing everybody on Thanksgiving. Let's talk about it. Thank you. Peace.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. We love Kim already, and we hope you do too. Out there in Facebook land, out there in Real Talk 100 Radio land, out there in the internet world, all the way around the world, we're being heard tonight. We had people chiming in on our very first Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Thank y'all so much for chiming in. Thank y'all so much for calling in. Thank y'all so much for commenting, liking, and loving our show tonight. Hey, like Kimberly said, we won't be back next Wednesday because it's Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving Wednesday?
It's on Thursday.
It's on Thursday.
We're gonna be cooking in the kitchen.
Right.
sweating. Yeah.
Right. Everybody will be gearing up for the next day, next Wednesday. So we won't be back on the Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show next Wednesday. The following Wednesday after that, we will be back. And the topic will be self-respect, all of these sagging your pants down to your knees and wearing panties for shorts women. Hey, I bet you
Bonnet on your head. Renee pointed out.
Girl, please stop it.
bonnet on your head, your pants sagging below your ass, ladies wearing panties for shorts. And hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of like seeing that
Of course
part.
you do.
But the topic is self-respect, and I do realize that most men realize that there's a respect issue going on.
Hey, look, but you ain't taking her home, Mom.
Not no,
Your
I'm
mom
gonna have a fit.
You can just
Mama's gonna have a fit.
just go back where you went.
That's right. That's right.
Happy birthday to Malcolm X.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more time, everybody.
25 for the last 28 years. That's right. That's right. Thank you. My birthday is in 2 hours, 1 hour and 59 minutes. Y'all, I'll be 53 years old, and I have never felt older. But for real, my bones are cracking in.
Really?
Man, my hip, you see me limping around the restaurant. It's terrible. My hip is gone. My bones are
You
cracking.
know what I'm gonna say? We
What?
gotta go now.
What?
How's your sex life?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I know you did that.
I used to hear the old folks say, "Oh, just rub some salve on it." Remember that? You never heard of that? Oh, yeah, that's right. You from New York? That's right. Salve is like Bengay or something. They call in the country down south. They call it salve.
Why?
Uh, I'm not that country. To
I heard
explain.
about y'all call your mothers T.
T.
Jones.
Jones.
I'm trying to get the relation.
I've never.
T. Jones. None of that is a mother or M. Any of that. It's not even an abbreviation. Where the hell did I get this from? T. Jones.
I never called my mom that. That was like a curse word for my mom.
Oh, really?
Don't you call me that? Don't you call me that good sweet ass?
All
Yeah,
right.
and that's what my mom would say. Don't you call me that?
Okay.
You know, but
T. Jones.
that was something that I would learn from my friend's house and try to bring it home, and she would have an absolute fit. But anyway, y'all, this was the first debut night of Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. Y'all join us the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. We'll be back and talking about self-respect. Thank you for the support tonight. Please, if you're watching the replay, please share the video all over the world. We want everybody to know who this lady is. We want everybody to know who Real Talk 100 Radio is. We're out of here for the night. Y'all enjoy the music on our website the rest of the night. Thank you. Bye-bye.